Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the WhoCraft Server. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We dabbled in it a very small amount before, but a couple people have been asking for it, so I'm going to get back into it because I also am very curious. So what we're going to be doing is getting into the bees a little bit. This area is probably not the area we're going to be using. This is the area I was using for the tree breeding. I have a pretty big area and all the apiaries spread out so we can cover more area. But I really like this area down here, how it turned out, all these animals and stuff. I brought a few more. I brought 2 more birds over, another deer. I think I brought another chipmunk, and look at our Questram. He's a fucking champ. Look at him. I made this little monument, and then he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna stand on top of my monument, because I'm a badass. That was pretty cool. Oh, I gotta find another one of these bunnies. I only have one little bunny, and they are the best. They're super hard to catch, though. Anyway, let's get into the bees. So we are not going to be using this area. Out front of my house is a more suitable area. This is a redwood biome. So out front of the house, oh, taking screenshots. Out front of the house is just a forest biome, which is a lot more suitable. But we do have our bee shack back here, which I completed. These are the new amber blocks, and they are friggin' gorgeous if you ask me. So we used those instead of the cherry wood. However, we did get a cherry wood sapling. I don't think it's in this chest. No, it's not. We did get a cherry wood sapling though. I actually traded Short Bus. I gave him a rainbow oak sapling and he gave me a cherry one that he found in a dungeon. So let's ditch this area for now, but all the machines are still in there. We're still going to use this little bee hut when we start like splicing DNA and stuff like that, because all of our machines are in there. So let's fly around to the front of the house now, and I will show you where I've been doing a little bit of bee breeding. And I've got just a basic knowledge of it now. I'm still not like super knowledgeable about it, or I'm in no means a guru or a bee king. There's the cherry trees, planted a couple over there, and then we got this really nice twilight rainbow oak tree right here beside the bees. So I had a whole bunch of signs on here, but I took them off because, like I said, I already did some breeding. I already have a shitload of combs actually, so we did get emerald bees. We've got all sorts of bees. We're gonna start over fresh though right now. And in our inventory we have one of every bee that you can collect in the overworld from a hive. So ones we're going to use today are forest and meadows. And basically once we combine those, we are trying to go for a common bee. So let's start off by going to this apiary, and actually these impregnated frames are the frames I was using before. They're better for getting more combs and stuff like that, more production. But these soul frames here, when we're trying to mutate something, to my knowledge, these soul frames are the way to go. So let's put these soul frames in, and let's see, we have four Meadows drones. So let's put the Meadows drone in with the Forest Princess. And we're hoping for a common, so this is going to take a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and make you guys watch it, but I will bring you guys back as soon as this is complete, and hopefully we have a common. If not, we're going to have to repeat the process. And I'm probably going to actually get... Yeah, let's grab these other soul frames. 1, 2... We only got 2 of them? Whatever. Put 2 in there, and let's take the Meadows Princess and the Forest Drone. So now we got Meadows Princess, Forest Drone, or it's going to be a Meadows Queen right now. Meadows Queen and Forest Queen. I'll bring you guys back as soon as these are done. Okay, one of the hives has stopped emitting bees from it, so this one's done, and this one's still got a little bit to go. So just a tiny bit more. But let's take a look at this first one, see what we've got. Bingo, look at that. First time. Common Princess, Common Drone, Forest Drone, Meadows Drone. So let's take these guys out of here. And I believe it's a 15% chance that you have to get common, so that was pretty lucky that we got it on our first try. Let's look here in the Beealizer and take a look at our princess. So she is a common Meadows. So now basically our goal is going to be to breed out this Meadows aspect and get a pure common princess. So how we're going to do that is by, let's take a look at this. So this is a common forest. So this one's a common Meadows hybrid, this one's a common forest hybrid. So now we're not going to worry about this forest drone or the Meadows drone. So let's take the forest drone, put it in here, Meadows drone, put it in there, and this, where's our signs? This one, shift click on the apiary, you can place a sign on it, is now going to be our common bee apiary. So inside here, oh, look at that. This one's done again, and we got common drones, and as well a Meadows Princess back. So that Meadows Princess probably isn't going to be pure anymore though. So let's take a look at these guys real quick. So now that's a Meadows common, and these guys are common forest. So this was common forest, yeah. So, oh, look at that. We got one common drone out of that, so that's excellent. I'm glad we looked at that. Let's go into our common box, and we're gonna breed together. We don't really, I don't know if we want to have the soul frames in here now, because we're not really trying to mutate anything, we're just trying to get rid of the mutations. I'm not really sure how these work. Let's take them out, just because I don't know, and I don't want to be making it worse. So we're going to put in our common princess, which is a common Meadows hybrid, trying to get rid of the Meadows, and we're going to put in our common 100% common pure drone to try and hopefully breed out that common Meadows. If we never got that pure drone, so there it's common Meadows hybrid queen, so I think it can still give us a common in the end result though. If we never got that common drone, we would have had to use this common forest, or yeah, we only got common forest. We would have had to use one of these common forest drones, and we would have had a reduced chance of getting a pure out of it. How it works, I don't know if you've guys seen any of the videos on Pundit Squares. I'm not going to do it, but if you watch, like, I think Direwolf does it in his videos. Floristar's Bee University is what I watched personally. Thank you, Floristar, for that excellent tutorial video, whatever you want to call it. University schooling. I've been schooled. I've been through the Floristar Bee University. Yeah, that Pundit Square thing, though, will show you that when I bred, I think that was a common Meadows, yeah, it was a common Meadows princess and a common forest hybrid. So we would have had a, what is it, a 50% chance at getting a common, and then a 25% chance at getting a forest hybrid, and 25% chance at getting a Meadows hybrid, or something like that. I can't remember it exactly. All I know is that that's how it works, and unfortunately this bee is not nocturnal, so it's not going to work at night. You can see here this modest princess is nocturnal. So eventually, when we breed different bees together, we can swap traits and stuff like that. So I could make like a common princess with nocturnal on it, so they all work at night. But we're not really going to worry about doing that with the commons, because once we get the commons, we're not really going to use them that much. This is basically the starting point for all your bees though. So without having to wait around, because like I said, we already have a 100% pure common princess here that I bred out before. So we're not going to wait around for that other one. We're just going to start right up with this one. And we want to try and make a cultivated bee. And how we get a cultivated bee is by breeding a... where'd it go? Our common princess. And we don't want a Meadows hybrid. We want a pure Meadows. So let's grab, I think this is a pure, but let's just check. Where'd our Beelizer go? That's a Meadows common. Meadows. Okay, so if we breed together oh, that's not what we want though. We want a common princess. We need, there we go, a Meadows drone. That's all we need. So I don't have to waste that princess. So let's get our Meadows drone, place it in here. So now we are going for a cultivated princess or cultivated drone. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back when this is finished. Okay, we have one finished. The one we were going for cultivated on just stopped popping bees out, and then I think this one was very shortly behind it, so it should be finished very quickly. Let's take a look. Oh, there it goes right now. So let's see if we got our pure common first, and we got all common back, so that's a good sign. Really good sign. And you'll notice that in here as well, we're starting to get these honeycombs. So the common bees produce these honeycombs, and the honeycombs in the centrifuge gives you honey drops, which you need to run these beelizers. So let's see, where did our bees go? Those are the ones we did before, so let's pop in our common, and right on, we got it first try. We're having really good luck. So now we have a pure 100%, it's a common, well it's not 100% because see this is slowest, this is slower. It did take, it took traits from the other bee. So it's not 100%, like it's not, everything's not identical. But it is a common now, so that's good. So we have our pure common. We can now actually grab a couple of these frames back, and the impregnated frames are better for, we already had 2 in our inventory, they're better for, they increase the production, so we're going to get more honeycombs if we have impregnated frames in here. As well, I think you can use these guys right here, proven frames. These ones you can't actually make though, you have to trade or find it in a chest or get it from a villager or something like that. So these ones you can make ourselves. They're kind of tricky, I'll show you in a bit, but they're a lot cheaper or a lot easier to get than the proven ones. So let's put our common princess and common drone back in there. We could set up an automation process that would just keep feeding the bees back in here and going in a circle and then storing all the honeycombs in a chest or barrel or whatever. But I've already got quite a bit, so like I said, we're just going over this to show you guys everything, how we progress through the chain of bees. So let's take a look in here, and we got it. Remember we were going for cultivated. So we got 2 cultivated drones out of this. So that's excellent. Let's take a look at this Meadows Princess and the Beelizer first. So this is a Meadows cultivated on the inactive. So now if we breed, this is a cultivated. Excellent. So without writing it down on paper and making one of those pundit squares, I can't tell you the exact percentages of what chance we have of getting what trait. But I know that if we put this Meadows cultivated princess in, and this pure cultivated drone, we have more of a chance of getting a cultivated princess than we do of reverting back to the Meadows stage, or whatever you want to call that. So now we're trying to get our pure 100% cultivated, but I already have one for us. So the next step in the bee breeding, and 1 second, sorry about that. So the next thing, now that we're trying to breed out a 100% cultivated, once we get our 100% cultivated, which like I said, we've already got one right here. So now we are going to be trying to, I want imperial bees. That's the next bee that I want. I want to get the jelly, or the royal jelly, or whatever the hell it's called. Let's see if it's in here. Royal jelly, there it is. And we can't do anything with it. Oh, yes we can. Oh, it's just the uses though. Sorry about that, guys. So the next thing, actually, let's place a sign down on here first, because cultivated. Excellent. So that's going to be where we breed all of our cultivated drones once we hopefully get a 100% pure. And with the cultivated drones is basically where you start branching off and going whichever direction that you want to go with the bees. So the first kind of off mutation of the cultivated that we're going for is the imperial bee. So the imperial bee is achieved by breeding I think it's a cultivated princess and a common drone. So we have our cultivated princess in here, and these are some hybrid drones. Let's check that drone right there, see if it's a hybrid or pure. And it's a hybrid. Let's see what we got over here. Hybrid. Oh god. Alright, let's grab another drone, check this one out. There we go, common drone. So now in this far chest, let's place, and just pretending that we've already got our cultivated queen, or our cultivated princess, sorry. So let's take our cultivated princess, and just to show you guys that one. So this one is cultivated stone, so this one's not 100% yet. But I'm going to try it anyway. Oh, threw it out for some reason. So let's take, and where'd it go? Did we not pick it up? Where did it go? Oh, probably went in our, yeah, that's what it did. Went in our apiary bag. There we go. Is that? Oh no, that's a Valiant. Ooh. Awesome. I've been waiting to get some pie from Mizu, so I'm definitely going to stop by. I was watching her last video and she's got her little pie shop going, so I'm running low on food. Definitely, you know, nothing can beat the cooking of a woman, so I'm definitely going to go grab some of her pies after this. Let's see, what were we doing? Oh yeah, cultivated and a common, but where was our pure common? There it is. So let's try that out. Let's actually throw a couple of these soul frames in. I don't know if it works with just 2 or if you have to have all 3, and I don't know if this is going to work with the cultivated stone hybrid or if we're going to have a pure cultivated. So I'm going to keep working. I thought I had a pure cultivated. I thought that one was a pure cultivated, but I guess not. I'm going to keep working on getting the pure cultivated, which this nighttime's not helping very much. But when either one of these 2 are done, I will bring you guys back. Okay, both are complete. Let's take a look at this one, see if we got our 100% cultivated yet. And it's still a cultivated meadows, so we're gonna keep breeding. That's a cultivated though. And that one cultivated. So this one has shorter lifespan and shortest. This one has shortest and shortest. So I think we want short lifespan for when we're breeding, just so it doesn't take so long. So we're gonna go with this one. And not the common, but the cultivated. Let's put it back in and try and get rid of that meadows aspect. Over here we were going for the Imperial and we never got it. It looks like it just went common. Let's take a look at these guys though. Common, stone. Yeah, so it took the stone trait. Common, cultivated. Yeah, so I don't think that's going to work because remember the princess we had in here was a hybrid. So once I get a 100% pure cultivated, then we will start trying to get into the majestic stuff. Okay, welcome back. I'm probably going to end the episode here pretty quick. We did have a mutation in the apiary that we were trying to get the nobles from. So remember it was a cultivated princess and a common drone. And we ended up with 3 that are totally different. We ended up with a diligent drone, cultivated drone, and an unweary princess. So I've never seen this unweary princess before. Let's take a look at these bees, and the diligent, I've been playing around with the diligence. I had the diligence before when I was creating them, so that's nothing new to me. I've never had the unweary before though. So it's an unweary diligent. Okay. And cultivated. What did that one come out as? Cultivated diligent. So I think I'm going about this whole process the wrong way. Just trying to... Basically what I've been doing is breeding commons and then breeding cultivateds, and then from that trying to get the nobles. And I think the way that I should be doing it is just getting a 100% common going and a 100% cultivated, and then once we get that, we should be using more of our splicer and all the DNA stuff over there to be creating more princesses and stuff like that to breed into the nobles, because it's being kind of a pain in the ass when I keep have to going back and go, okay, forest meadows, that's a common, okay, then common plus a forest meadows, that's a cultivated, then cultivated plus this is a noble, and I lost everything again. Oh, I gotta restart, and it sucks. So there's got to be an easy way, and I think using the machines is going to be it. I'm not 100% up to date on what all the machines do, so like I said, I'm going to end the episode here and do a whole bunch of reading up on the machines, the splicer, I don't even remember what else is over there, the analyzer, I don't know. Gonna figure out how to use those things and make maybe our bee breeding a little more efficient and easier on us. So until next episode, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this bee breeding. It's not really a tutorial, just me derping around as usual. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you guys are enjoying the series just overall. If there's anything you guys would like to see improvement-wise, don't feel bad to say something. I'm always game for constructive criticism. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Oh, poor Mizu.